Hi, welcome. I'm Sarah Shore. This video will give you some information about life coaching and the personal coaching process so that if you are interested in finding a coach, you can know what to expect from the process. The very first and most important thing to understand is that life coaching is a relatively new profession in the formal sense. In the formal sense, it's been around for about the past 15 years, but much more informally, coaching has been around for a very long time, whether it be your friend or your parent or your spouse or your boss. Coaching has always occurred. What makes the profession of life coaching different is that you have a group of self-identified coaches working with clients to help them accomplish their goals. So there's a few important pieces to keep in mind. Very first is that you want to have a very good feeling about the person that you're working with and feel on a gut level that this is the right person that's going to get you where you want to go. Now, that does not mean that you do not do the work. It simply means that this person is the right person to help you move forward and to facilitate that growth and that momentum for you. Someone who is your match and who is not only going to hold you accountable for accomplishing your goals, but also motivate you to reach them. Most coaches offer an initial consultation, which is free. Some coaches will take that initial contact and follow up with you and market with you if they haven't heard from you. Other coaches will have a more standoffish approach and will go through the initial consultation with you and wait to hear back from you. So you can expect that anytime something is free, a lot of times there is pressure to take the next step. My firm, Sarah Shore Consulting, offers an initial consultation at no charge, and there is a follow-up after 1 week if we haven't heard from you. And that is the last that you'll hear of us unless you contact us and decide to move forward with the process. So that initial conversation is the time when you can find out more about your coach, and your coach can also find out more about you. The second piece that I would tell you about the coaching process is that it's relatively structured. There is an agreement that occurs between the coach and client up front when the initial contract is made, that there is going to be contact on these dates and times for this length of time, and this is what you can expect on the days when you don't have contact with your coach, and etc. It should all be very laid out for you in a structured manner up front. That's not to say that during the coaching engagement, you and your coach may not decide to add coaching time or to slow it down a little bit. So it's a flexible process, but you should be informed at the start what to expect and the time commitment that's involved and the contact that you'll have with your coach, because that contact really provides the building block and the momentum for moving forward with your goals. The third thing I would educate you to investigate is your coach's professional background and his or her philosophy about coaching. At Sarah Shore Consulting, the philosophy that I use is based on strengths, and you'll find that's generally true for most coaches. In my particular coaching philosophy, we take your strengths and amplify them, and that is to say, like turning up the volume on your strengths. Because I find that when we do that, it mitigates our weaknesses. So you might have exceptional confidence, which is a strength, but be bogged down by continual procrastination, which is not a strength. So how can we use your strength, confidence, to eliminate or mitigate your weakness of procrastination? If you identify procrastination as a weakness, this is simply an example. And that amplification of strength really adds what I call engagement into your daily life. My coaching approach is based very, very strongly on the concepts of positive psychology and motivation theory and change management and improvement work. So those theoretical frameworks really provide the foundation for the coaching work that I do. And when you speak with a potential coach or consultant, it's oftentimes very helpful for you to get an understanding of their coaching philosophy. Whenever you work with a professional in a one-to-one relationship, and especially when that work is highly dependent on the relationship. So that's true of coaching, that's true of psychotherapy, that's true when you hire a consultant in a variety of capacities. You want to make sure that there is an ability on the part of that professional to articulate the philosophy that they use in their work and how that translates into action. So those three pieces should give you a foundation for understanding the life coaching process and hopefully move you toward the next step of accomplishing your goals and dreams, which is to find the right coach for you. So the idea of partnering with your coach and finding the right fit, the idea of understanding up front what the coaching engagement will entail and how the process works, and thirdly, finding a professional who is able to articulate his or her coaching philosophy and how that philosophy translates into action and results. Thanks very much for listening. I'm Sarah Shore. I can be reached at www.sarahshoreconsulting.com. I wish you well.